Welcome to another episode of Technical Earth Syndicate, where we inspire, inform, and entertain you. I'm Michael Buffington, and this is episode 20. Today we actually have a guest with us. He was a previous guest, actually. It's Chris from Curious Panda Games again. How you doing, man?
Pretty good, pretty good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's been about, a little over a month now since you were last on here talking about Rhythm Destruction.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah. And we're going to be kind of discussing a couple topics today. I brought him on here because Chris Stewart is actually on vacation. And yes, Chris, we are replacing you with another Chris. So, I actually didn't want to, cause a time paradox like last time. So, no, we're gonna just kind of discuss. We got two discussions today. We're gonna be talking about Rhythm Destruction again. Go figure. But we're gonna be discussing because it was released almost a month ago. When was it released?
Yeah, right around a month ago.
Yeah. Okay. And then we're also going to be discussing a pre-release talk of Wii U. So stay tuned.
Commencing Operation Topic Attack.
All right, so Chris, Rhythm Destruction came out, and you guys have, apparently been doing pretty good. I've been seeing a lot of people following your Twitter and
Yeah.
kind of connecting on the forums and everything. How's everything been going with it?
Pretty good. We've had it's been a very soft launch. Like we haven't really told too many people about it because we've been sort of using this time to we gave it to all the Kickstarter backers, and they've been giving us really good feedback and good testing.
Right.
Because it's hard to test a game whenever we have just me and one other guy working on it. So there's certain issues that crept up that they've been able to help us identify and crush pretty quickly. And so they've been playing the game, and then we've also put it up for sale on our website on PayPal.
Right.
But we haven't actually been going out and advertising or trying to get reviews and stuff done. But we're actually going to do that probably starting next week, because starting next week we're going to be launching on I don't know how you pronounce it. Desura? Is that how you pronounce it?
Desura, yeah. It's like a mod and indie game client, kind of like Steam, I guess, right?
Right. Yeah. It seems to be Steam for indie developers. Although I guess some people would say that's what Steam is, but
Right.
but yeah, we're looking forward to launching on there on the 20th, which is next Tuesday.
The 20th, ooh, yeah. I still have yet to pick it up. I was telling you a couple days ago I was having issues with my PayPal stuff. Like they closed it a long time ago, and so I'm trying to get, my PayPal open for my Gmail. So
I'm pretty sure there's plenty of ways to purchase the game through Desura. So I think you can use debit cards and other methods, I believe.
yeah, I already loaded it just to get ready for it, and I saw it had credit card, Visa card, whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm definitely gonna be picking it up then. I should have actually got it when you guys were doing your Kickstarter, but I ran out of time, I think.
Yeah.
But now I saw that you were working on some DLC recently on some of your Twitter feed that you posted. You were saying you were picking out music, and now how far along is that?
Yeah, it's going pretty good. We've already contacted one guy, and the other guy that's working with me, my artist. He's already begun with the first 3 stages. And I think he said he's 75 or so % done with the first one, and it's the longest. It's the longest stage actually in the entire game. It's 5.5 minutes long, and
Oh wow!
it's probably the most difficult stage in the game as well. So I have a feeling many people will be very infuriated by it. It's madness.
No, I know from the demo I played, it was just hard for me. Like I'm really bad with rhythm games, but it was fun but hard. And the more I know, people love challenges. I mean, people are masochists to challenges. Look at Dark Souls and Daisy and Warzy and
Yeah.
everything like that. So I mean, people love challenges
Yeah.
on the games.
Yeah, we've been getting some really good feedback, especially through um, Twitter. We've got several people who've been giving us suggestions and on our forums and stuff. But yeah, there's a couple people who are playing the game a crap load. In fact, actually,
Yeah.
there's right now we really don't have too many people, like I was saying, playing the game. But there's one
Mhm.
guy who is addicted to the game. Like I think after the first week came out, his playtime accounted for almost half of the like total user playtime because he had
Oh.
played for some like ridiculous amount, like over like 20 or 20 something hours in the first week, which
Oh wow.
is pretty crazy considering you can actually play if you just played every stage back to back, you can play them all in like 30-40 minutes because it's just a rhythm game and stages are 4 to 5 minutes long each. And but he seems to be loving it. So that's good. We've got several people like that now.
Right.
Once people started really picking it up through from the Kickstarter that we did, that we got lots of positive feedback. And oh, and I forgot to mention the guy that's doing the DLC that we have licensed
Mhm.
is F777. He does a lot of his. Actually, I don't even know. I guess that's how you pronounce it. F777. I don't know how he wants
Mhm.
to go by, but he's got lots of really popular music on Newgrounds. He's got like a really big following, and we're really excited about some of his music.
Oh, cool. So at least he's working with you guys on getting his music out there as well as, putting your game on the list of, wow, hey, play this game because it has my music in it.
Yeah. I think that he'll be able to help us a lot with that, and plus, since he's got already big built-in following, that'll help us as well. And he seems to be really easy to work with. I haven't actually talked to my artist. He's been Sinan. He's been talking to him, and
Hmm.
but yeah, I mean, it sounded like he offered to make us some original music if we wanted to. I mean, right now we just licensed our three favorite songs. But if anyone knows of F777, Viper, Deadlocked, and Dark Angel are the three DLC stages. You should look those up on his. You can also search Bandcamp for his username and find all of his awesome music. And
Hmm. I listened to some of the tracks, I believe. I think because you posted it, like a link of here's all the tracks that are probably going to be on our game, and I
yeah,
was like, I'd listen to them. They're pretty good.
yeah,
Um.
yeah. A lot of the music that's currently in Rhythm Destruction is kind of ranges from dance to
Mhm.
some of it's even like happy hardcore or so and it's basically by just a couple artists that are under the same um, uh, publisher.
Mhm.
And so that's the main criticism I guess that we've gotten so far is since most of our music came from the same group of people that they like some more variety. And the first three DLC stages are a lot more techno, and there's actually a little bit of dubstep in some of them, which is,
Okay.
as you can imagine, with dubstep in a rhythm game, it makes it very, very insane and intense.
I can only imagine, man. It's
Yeah.
cool. So, Greenlight, have you guys been getting a little more response on that since we last talked?
A little bit, and mainly because they actually implemented some new features to help get more feedback from people who have favorited. Because previously in the past, if someone like hit the favorite button or follow button or whatever they had,
Right.
it basically did nothing. It was just like, oh, you've got this list of all these games that you've given a thumbs up to. Good job. But now they actually have a way to keep in touch with those people, and you can send them a message and be like, hey, we've updated something, or the game is released on this other thing. So now we can keep in touch with everyone who's following us now on Greenlight, and we're hoping to make a lot of progress on that once we start soon. We've had several people contact us about doing reviews of the game, and we're hoping from that we'll be able to generate some more hits on our Greenlight page, and hopefully push us towards releasing on Steam.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, and that'd probably bring bigger media companies like Kotaku and IGN and everything, maybe knocking at your door saying, "Hey, we want to review you too." So
Yeah, most definitely. That's the goal.
now, whether they're going to give you a good review, because some of those reviewers are pretty harsh, but
Yeah, but I mean, really, I mean, even if someone knocked our game, sometimes any publicity is better than, even if it's bad, I mean, what was that game that came out on Steam not too long ago? That it seemed like it sold really well from what I understood, but it was just such a bad, like, it was almost like just a Left 4 Dead mod somehow that they got on Steam. I cannot remember the name of it, but it looks horrendous. But everybody is posting about it and talking about it, and it seems like everyone's buying the game because they're like, I got to see how bad this game. Not that our game is like that. Our game is excellent, But I'm just saying, publicity, we need it. So we're gonna start doing that next week.
There you go. So, you can get your hands on Desura or, on the 20th next week, or you can buy it right now off their main site.
Rhythmdestruction.com.
Yeah, rhythmdestruction.com. And, look forward to any of our listeners. Please buy this game. It is fun. So, all right, next up on our next discussion, you and me are probably the only people buying this that I know of. Maybe because it's just a limited release, but there's this thing called what is it called? The Wii U, Nintendo Wii U.
That's what it is. Yes, we're the only two people.
Most wanted console right now, right before release. Everyone wants this thing, and too bad you can't. They're sold out. No, Nintendo has informed that after this first wave of Wii U's go out, they're going to be pumping these out. Hopefully, they said that Nintendo likes to pull little things like this, like, oh, we're not saying that we'll run out, but we might run out, which they will. So
yeah,
it brings anticipation, and the way they've been publicly stating what they're doing with the system is just people are getting more and more interested with it. I pre-ordered day one.
Yeah.
As soon as the little conference was over, I drove up to GameStop and I was like, deluxe right now.
Yeah, it seems like that's what everybody's getting is the deluxe. I mean, I don't really see why I would like. I can't imagine getting the other one because you get like the game that comes with it, and then you're also entered into some sort of like. What is the reward system that you get only with the deluxe? Like you get like points towards purchasing other games or something. Like
do you have PlayStation Plus at all?
No.
For PlayStation, well, it's kind of like that, but much better. PlayStation Plus gives you discounts, and basically this is going to be giving you discounts for games you buy. Also, on each game, and say you buy Zombie and Scribblenauts on release, right? You can there's a code you enter for the Nintendo Club, or whatever it is. That it's kind of like the Nintendo Club for the DS. Have you, or the 3DS, have you messed with that at all?
Yeah.
And you get points and stuff like that. But this actually gives you, let's say you bought a $60 game, you're gonna get $5 in points to buy stuff on the digital store, the virtual console store, whatever, on their market. And each game you buy, you get points, and it calculates into money technically for your account. So this is just for deluxe users, by the way, that purchased the Wii U on release, I think.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, why would you buy the other one? I mean,
right, and that's why they sold out first, and then the 8 gigabyte version, the white one of the Wii U, actually took a little bit longer to sell out. It took a whole another day, I think, to fully sell out.
Yeah,
But yeah, those went fast on release, and I was so stoked about it after I saw all the stuff from E3 and everything.
Yeah.
Now they came out with some interesting videos recently. Did you watch that one I linked you last night?
I did. Yeah. I watched that. What was with the weird orange thing at the end? I didn't get. Was there a previous video that had like a gag with food, and I just am completely lost?
Yeah, I think they've been doing something running with, like, they had bananas before, and this one he was staring at the orange. It was really weird looking.
I was so confused.
But it's apparently something they've been doing recently with some of their other videos. They even did some weird stuff at E3. I don't know if you remember that, but
Yeah,
but
I'm pretty pumped. Everyone of my friends pretty much calls me a Nintendo fanboy, but that's mainly just because that's it. If I'm going to play a game, I usually play either PC or if I'm going to play a console game, Nintendo usually gives me a little something different. So I usually play if a console game I'm going to play a Nintendo game generally. So I get labeled as a Nintendo fanboy for that. But so I'm pretty excited. Nintendo usually tries something different. I mean, the past year there hasn't really been much on the Wii, but I mean, of this console generation, I've probably played more Wii than I had other stuff. Not
really,
to say
oh
there
wow.
weren't great games on the other consoles, but generally, it the games that I cared about on the PS3 or 360 were also released on Steam, and I just got it on Steam instead.
Right. Now, I haven't been a Nintendo fanboy in a long time, and I will claim Nintendo fanboyism right now because I'm so excited about this system. Last time I was very excited about a system was probably Nintendo 64. I was excited for the Wii and the GameCube. It didn't appeal to me for some reason, but also I was broke, so
Yeah.
being a kid and being broke,
Yeah, the GameCube is the only Nintendo console I think that I didn't get at launch. Well, except for the
Mm,
NES, but that's because I was like 4. But
mm.
my parents tell me that like, and actually my first memories in life really are sitting in front of a TV,
Oh, same
playing
here.
like Mario.
Same here, same here. My dad got us a NES, and then for my birthday one year, he got me a Super Nintendo. Then I got a Nintendo 64, and I did not get a Cube at all. And I don't know why, but there were only a few games I thought were, good. I wanted anyway, and I played it mostly at friends' houses. And like I said, it was a money issue when I was a
Yeah,
teenager. Um, the Wii, I was very excited for, and I wanted Zelda and I wanted a bunch of the games, but then it started just disappointing me for most of the time until the very end. After I sold it, probably should have never sold it because the new Zelda came out and a bunch of other new games came out.
yeah,
I was like, dang it, you know.
yeah. It was pretty much the problem that pretty much since the Nintendo 64 they've had, where the only real reason to get it is for first party games. I mean, if you
Mm.
love Nintendo stuff, then you really can't go wrong. But yeah, that they never really get the third party support, and
And that was a big thing when we were growing up as kids. Is probably third party support plus
yeah,
Nintendo games is awesome because that was the only system out there that was worth a damn. I mean,
yeah,
I like Sega, but Nintendo, come on.
yeah,
If most houses had Nintendo, honestly, you know.
exactly.
But yeah. Let's go back with the Wii U. Now, I found out a couple from their last two videos they posted. They named the little plaza when you first boot up your Wii U. It's called
WaraWara or something.
WaraWara Plaza. Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's the main screen. It's a bunch of icons around the screen with all different games and all the little. I guess little me's all surrounding it, and all the popular comments are popping up about their games and stuff like that. I guess it's kind of like advertisement for the games too, but
yeah,
it's also to kind of get you interested on your games and other games and stuff like that.
yeah,
And next in the video, they discussed Wii U chat, which is the video chat, and it's a conference call. They did a one-on-one call basically, and it was kind of like Skype. I'm wondering if you can add multiple people into the calls. That would be
yeah,
cool, but we'll see how it goes. And then you can also like draw on the screen and stuff
yeah.
like
Yeah,
that.
some of the social features I saw, I was actually kind of excited about. Like it was almost like they took some of the ideas from like what was the game? Demon Souls,
Oh
where you
yeah.
could like send messages to other players, and they've almost like integrated that into like the system itself. Like I saw like one part where like Mario, he was playing Mario, and he kept dying at a certain part, and then you would just see like
Mhm.
text pop up with like what people had said when they had died in that exact same location. I was like, oh, that's kind of awesome.
Yeah, and hopefully the community does well with that. I
Yeah,
would hate
hopefully it's
to.
not just a bunch of penises drawn everywhere.
That's what I was gonna say, man. But with the Wii U, and then the next video that happened was a big one. I mean, they dumped a lot of stuff. It was about the networking, the how online worked basically with it, and that was part of it. It was they added a lot of social aspects, but you can make 12 accounts on one system, which is pretty
Yeah,
good. I mean, who has 12 people in their house?
yeah,
not that many. Just saying. But you can do that, and each one of the accounts you make a unique Nintendo ID for. That is for Nintendo eShop, Miiverse, Nintendo TVI, the Nintendo TV, and then Wii U chat. And I think it's just a basic setup. Your email, your gender, your birth date, that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah.
and they have it planned for later on. I don't know if you saw, they're going to be doing like applications for computers and smartphones. I'm guessing tablets too.
Yeah.
Kind of like you can buy stuff or whatever while you're on the go, and then whatever else. What else do you see in that video? That was kind of interesting.
Yeah. Well, with the smartphone stuff and the PC, like that's pretty interesting. I mean, I doubt that they'll ever make games for. I mean, I wouldn't really want them to. But that is,
No, I don't think
but
they're making games. I think it's just like the application
yeah,
of
exactly.
control.
Yeah,
So
that's kind of interesting. I'm kind of interested to see what all they do put in there. Like, even if it is just some of the social aspects, like it would be kind of cool if you could log in and still chat with people that are connected through their Weaver stuff and just do it on your smartphone. That's a pretty cool idea.
they kind of showed like you can actually pop open the little Nintendo thing and start typing on a message board technically on your little tablet, and you can actually the Wii U controller, the Wii Pad or whatever. It had like a message board feel, and apparently it's going to be cycling out or filtering out spoilers and stuff like that for
Right.
games but you can kind of have like your own. You don't have to go up to a computer and start looking, how do I do this? Everything's on the system.
Yeah.
If you need to ask a question on a message form, a message group or a form, it's there for you, and it's pretty cool. They have a lot of multitasking options within the unit itself. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, they sort of like tested the grounds a little bit with the. Do you have a 3DS? Like,
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like. I hate using like a lot of portable, even like my Android phone. Like whenever you're browsing the web, I hate browsing web on small devices. But the 3DS, I pretty much just have it like set on like game facts, and then if I ever get stuck at a place where I need a walkthrough, I do like that I don't even have to exit the game. I can just like tab over to it essentially, and then tab back and continue going. But so I hope that you can. Do you know? Can you browse the web while the game is running on?
Yes.
On the
Yes,
Wii U?
you can. You can.
Yeah.
You can browse the game and search on the Nintendo stuff. Everything. I mean,
That's pretty cool.
yeah, that's awesome. Now there is going to be a day one update when we get it on the 18th.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be adding in. I think they said something about like right now all the reviewers are kind of mad because you can't do Wii games on it yet because the update that they're uploading is supposed to be the support for Wii games or something. So
One thing I saw that is kind of disappointing is apparently like the way it runs Wii games is like he described it as you're using a Wii within the Wii U, which makes it sound like it's just gonna be like an emulated thing. And they said you can't even play games just on the gamepad that are like from. I know they said virtual console games, but I think they said Wii games as well. But do you remember that? Like,
yeah, Wii games will not be played on the gamepad, the tablet. Right now, they said virtual console games and anything you've downloaded from your Wii will not be able to play day one. They said they're working on it right now for you, like to play like Super Nintendo games and stuff like that on there. They are working on it, but right now that is not supported. And they said if you want to really utilize that, just keep hold of your Wii, which is, it kind of stinks. And I know they're mostly focusing on the Wii U stuff right now with all the games. But well, I'm pretty sure they'll change stuff. It's apparently it's a pretty powerful system, and I really think they did a very good job with the software where they can rewrite and add things to it. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm like the main feature I'm really looking forward to also is the ability to play games just on the gamepad, because there's plenty of times, especially in the past year or two since I've got kids, where they're always watching like Barney in the other room or something, and I'm like, well, I can't watch TV because if I do, she's just gonna be screaming at me to turn Barney or Bob the Builder back on. But now I can continue playing my game on the controller, so I think that's pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited about that.
And it's kind of like it's a cool feature to be able to switch the TV off so your family can watch TV. Because I hate hogging the TV, honestly. That's why I'm a PC gamer. It's
Right.
like
Me too.
when I wanna play a game, I don't really want to be disturbed too much, and I feel bad when I'm in the living room and I got this 47-inch TV playing a video game on there, and they come in and they're sitting down and they're just kind of like, well, what do we do? It's like
Yeah.
I hate that feeling, and that's why I usually go over to my PC. I'm like, that's why I guess half my games on PlayStation and Xbox don't get beat.
Yeah. Yeah. Me
um,
too. I've got so many games I have yet to go through. I've probably got a backlog of like 20 games on the 360 that I'm like a quarter of the way through. And actually, a lot of times what I do is I'll start playing them on the 360 and I'll give
mhm,
up after a little bit just because I can't ever get back to them. And I'll just repurchase them on Steam when they're on sale for like $5 and actually play
yep,
through them at that point.
yep, same here, man. Unless it's like an exclusive or something like that. I try to finish the exclusives on Xbox and PlayStation, but I mean, being able to just like, okay, I'm gonna be picking up Mario, Zombie, and I'm thinking about it, and you're probably like, ugh, but I'm picking up Black Ops 2 just to try it out, honestly. I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Call of Duty fan, but I think it would be cool to be sitting on the crapper and shooting people.
Indeed. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna get definitely Mario,
Mhm.
and definitely Scribblenauts. I was kind of iffy on Scribblenauts, but then I started
Mhm.
really thinking about it. And I think I'd have a really good time with me and my daughter playing Scribblenauts because, like, really, she's just now learning to talk, and I think it'd be fun
Right.
just to be like, "What do you want me to show on the screen?" And she'd probably just be like, "Band-Aids" or something, and I'm like, "Okay, let's do that."
Oh man, that's actually a great
She'd
idea.
probably get a good kick out of that.
Yeah, and you can create like unique monsters or
Right.
whatever on that game. But I think all those games or the two games you listed, Mario and Scribblenauts, you can port over to your gamepad. Say if you just want to play them,
Yeah.
Um, same thing with Zombie. I do not think can. I think you have to use the TV and the controller.
I
You
think so
cannot.
too, because I think that they have certain gameplay mechanics actually
Mhm.
require like using both at the same time. Because I think it's like whenever you're digging around your inventory,
Yeah, you're looking down at
like
the
it,
screen.
it switches into this weird thing where you're having to like you can like look over your shoulder or something on the TV while you're like looking
Mhm.
at the gamepad to fiddle with your inventory. But I'm excited about the game. It's so hard to get too pumped up for it though, because I remember being so excited for on the launch of the Wii. What was that game? Red Steel.
Red
And
Steel. Yeah.
Red Steel like to me, I'm worried that Zombie U is going to be the Red Steel for the Wii U, and is it looks amazing, and I really want to get it, but I'm hesitant until I'm going to wait till I see some
was
reviews. I think.
Was Red Steel made by Ubisoft?
Uh, I
I don't think
I don't
so.
I don't
Maybe?
know. I'm
I
not
don't know.
sure.
I'm gonna have to look
I
that up
know
later.
I know Red Steel 2 was good. I never went back and bought the sequel, but I actually never bought the first one either. My brother had it, and I played it, and it was just horrendous. It was so bad.
Everything that I've seen from Zombie U, the only thing that I'm seeing that might happen with the game is the campaign might be a little shorter than most people want.
Yeah,
That's what I'm kind of worried about. But so far, the gameplay looks fun. I did see a trailer for multiplayer recently. Oh man, it's I don't know if it's for online use, but it's for local definitely. Say your wife's sitting in the living room, right? And you're wanting to play Zombie, and she kind of wants to play too. You could give her the tablet or vice versa. You have to pick up, I think, the Gamepad Pro, that Pro controller
hmm,
for the Wii U to play this mode, but you can actually the tablet is used for a glorified zombie spawner, and what you have to do as the other player is survive the other player from spawning zombies on you in different, discouraging routes to get through it. So you have to run through and, take a shotgun and kill all the zombies and run through a level without
nice.
dying. They did a great job of transferring the multiplayer, I think, for local room play. Like I said, I don't know if they're going to be doing a online mode for that, but it's cool because spawning zombies and trying to kill your friend or significant other, like that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. But I, I'm kind of glad that Nintendo is still they seem to be the only one that really cares about local play because
Mm-hmm.
I generally I don't have an Xbox Live Gold subscription and I don't ever play games online
Right.
on the PS3 and I still whenever I have people over for a party, we usually still break out the Wii every once in a while and
Mm-hmm.
play some party games on there and I'm glad that Nintendo still allows a lot of options for local play and it sounds like they're really going all in on the Wii U, especially with like the Nintendo Land, like I really want to play they have like I guess some sort of like tag game on there, like that looks really fun, and some of the other mini games look pretty cool.
Well, speaking of like local play, but not only that with online play, not like Nintendo's not the only one doing it as well. Well, since Nintendo's given everyone the resources to do this, Activision. I know you're probably not a Call of Duty player, but even with Call of Duty, this is kind of why I got it too, so I can play with some buddies here. Is I can be playing on the tablet while my buddy is playing on the TV with the Pro controller. It's split screen, but it's different.
Do they have it where? So are you? I don't know if this is what you're saying, but can like one player be playing full screen on the TV and one person be
Yes.
playing on the tablet?
Yes, on online as well.
Oh wow, that's
On
awesome.
on different accounts, or you could play zombies that way, or whatever you want to do for the new Black Ops. And that's kind of why I'm getting it. And I know Call of Duty's kind of a dated game, but for multiplayer options, that's awesome. That's
Yeah,
just ridiculously
that's
awesome.
that's pretty cool.
I mean, who hates split screen options on a TV? I do. I really do sometimes. Sometimes they do a complete split down the TV and it just looks so distorted.
Yeah.
And now with normal Nintendo games and party games, that's usually pretty fine. But I'm talking like first person
Yeah.
shooters and stuff like that. It's horrible, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I hope you listeners are excited as we are for the Wii U, and I hope a lot of you actually got a pre-order on it. If not, I'm pretty sure that there's going to be plenty of Wii U's out there after release. I'm sure Nintendo will get you hooked up. If not, maybe after Christmas.
There was some articles I was reading today about that they're going to try to restock faster than they did with the Wii, which
Oh,
is
the
good
Wii?
because I remember it took what was it like 2 years before you could like readily find a Wii everywhere. At least that's how it was here in Florida.
I remember it. I got lucky and went to a GameStop, and I was a buddy with one of the people, and he said they had one Wii left, but it was the district managers. But the district manager was being he was not being nice to him that day, so he sold me his Wii. I'm not gonna give any names out there, but it was awesome, and I got it like a week after release, and it was awesome. I was like, wow, and that's why I kind of I jumped on the gun pre-ordering this so fast because I knew what was gonna happen. So, but hopefully Nintendo holds up to their their idea of restocking, I guess. I don't want to be sitting around waiting,
Yeah.
or waiting for friends. I know Chris Stewart, my co-host, he doesn't know if he's going to be able to get one until maybe well after Christmas. So hopefully he can get one before that, with having Nintendo, ship out as many as possible.
Yeah.
So. Well, that's the end of our show. You can, follow me on Twitter at mbufftes. And do you have a Twitter you want to still follow for Rhythm Destruction?
Yeah, you can just follow me. It's RUUGARD, Rugard. You can also follow my artist. His is CP_Sennin, SENNIN.
Also, make sure you like our Facebooks, both of ours, Rhythm Destructions and Technical Earth Syndicates. Also, join our Steam group and also check out Emerald Coast Productions' new updated website with Eddie Vincent's Zombie Lounge podcast. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week. Hope you enjoyed today's podcast, and if you have any rants, comments, or questions, please email me at techearthsyndicate@gmail.com. And again, that is techearthsyndicate@gmail.com. Until next time, this is Technical Earth Syndicate signing off.